Oh, do I have my Disney hat around here? Hold on.
I should have worn my Disney pajamas.
It's very dusty. Good morning to our Fusion viewers. Once again, we're recording from the safety of our homes. Stay safe, stay inside. Good vibes. We are joined by the lovely Abigail Westgeast. Abigail, do you have anything to say to our Fusion viewers?
Hopefully you're not bored like I am. Like,
How bored are you these days, Abigail?
it depends. It helps that we got a dog, but
That
yeah,
is true. You do have a dog now.
yeah, it's weird. Definitely
Your
weird
dog
to
is
have pet someone
huge.
else. Yeah,
Abigail's dog is like
he's a
bigger
German
than me.
Shepherd Saluki.
So today you might be wondering why I have this beautiful hat on. Vintage quality. It's very dusty though, so I'm gonna take it off.
That's the vintage.
It's like shedding dust all over me. Today we're gonna be doing some ranking. Very first vlog I did was a little bit of ranking. This time I've got Abigail to help me out. We're gonna be ranking our favorite Disney movies, our top 5. It's gonna be the top 5 beat down on which Disney movies are categorically the best in our opinions. Abigail, are you ready?
Sure.
The rules for our top 5 though are that they have to be one of the animated ones. Pixar's allowed, but they have to be the animated ones. No Star Wars, no Marvel, none of the live action movies. So if you see live people, get them out of there. And also, we are not going to include Onward on here. Some of you might have Disney Plus. We have not watched Onward yet. So if it's the greatest movie of all time, haven't seen it. So
Yeah.
we'll get to it.
Yeah.
Abigail, do you want to start us off with your number 5 pick?
Sure. My number 5 is Inside Out. It was pretty good.
Oh, that's really good.
I think it was a lot, like, it was a lot to take in, but I think it was really good, like, with all the emotions working together, and that it's okay to be confused and not know what you're doing, and that you can have multiple emotions at, like, the same time. Like, it was very good. It was good for kids.
Yeah. Oh, I love Inside Out so much. And we're full disclosure, we're probably gonna spoil all of these movies.
Yeah.
So if you haven't watched them, go watch them. This is your chance now. Stop the video, watch Inside Out, hop on, listen to the next movie, pause it, watch that movie, and then flip back and forth. When Bing Bong like dies, when he fades away, like
I couldn't.
I thought my entire chest was gonna burst open. Oh, it's just such a smart movie. Abigail, did you have an imaginary friend like Bing Bong growing up?
I don't think I did. Which is interesting. I thought I would, but I don't think I did.
I think I had an imaginary friend when I was like really, really little.
Yeah.
And I remember that I wanted him to be my actual brother because I didn't get along with my actual brother.
Yeah.
But at some point, your imaginary friends just disappear. What is your favorite part from Inside Out?
I loved it when is it Anger like got so upset that like they used his like fire on his head to go through the glass.
You know the meme guy, the guy who's getting memed on right now, who has like the no neck and he's got like slick back hair.
Yeah.
He looks exactly like Anger.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And I'm not trying to hate on the guy or anything. I know nothing about the show he's on, but he looks like. My number 5 pick is Up.
Oh.
Up.
Can I watch that? But I'm like, I don't like. I wasn't like everyone else. I'm like, did not cry or anything. Like, I was
What?
like, it's a movie. Like,
You didn't
I don't know
cry
what it
at
is.
all?
No.
Now, most people probably know this about me, but I like cry very easily in movies.
Yeah.
I don't really, honestly, I don't cry that easily in real life. I cry at least, you know, 3 times in
Oh
that
wow.
movie every single time I watch it. And there, this video is just gonna be us explaining times Clarence cry, but because Disney just does that to you. Disney just likes to
Yeah.
rip at
They
you.
really get you.
So there's that part where Russell like has all the balloons
Yeah.
and he flies off to save Kevin, and
Hmm.
the house can't fly anymore because it's too heavy. And he starts throwing all the stuff out of his house, and he
Yeah.
like clears all his pictures of his wife, and he like he
Oh
dumps the
yeah.
chairs out, he dumps the dresser out, and it's
Yeah.
like memories can literally weigh you down. When he finally takes off, like I just remember like bawling my eyes out. If you could fly a balloon tethered house anywhere in the
Mm-hmm.
world, Abigail, where would it be?
I'd say like the Netherlands. That's
Okay.
a big part of my family, and it just seems so nice there.
I'm gonna look up how many balloons would it take to float a house. It would take between 100,000 and 23.5 million balloons to lift a
Wow,
house.
that's crazy.
So if we just start now, I mean, what else am I gonna do, right?
By the time we're
This is
old.
the only way. This is the only way. This is the only way I can travel and still do the stay-at-home protocols. I like that. I like that we just appreciate each other's picks so far, and we haven't said
We'll
anything
see.
too crazy yet. All right,
Okay,
Abigail, what is your number 4?
The Good Dinosaur.
Okay.
That that got me. I was crying really hard.
Are we ranking? Are we ranking these on like volume of
How much
tears? How many tears did this
tears to
elicit?
me? Yeah.
I don't love the Good Dinosaur. I actually
What?
really don't like the Good Dinosaur. I just don't remember a lot of this movie.
I
I
think
remember watching it and thinking like
yeah.
I don't really get what's happening, and
I
it
think it
seems like
was
a pretty straightforward cliche story.
yeah. The dad like got died in the like natural disaster river thing, and then I think he thought he was still alive, so they went to go like find him,
Mhm.
but he was dead. And like by the time of the movie, it
He
was just
was
like really sad.
he like tried to look for his dad because he thought he was alive, but he was like dead. Abigail, what is your favorite dinosaur of all time?
The T-Rex.
The T-Rex?
Yeah. So there's a story. So my family actually calls me like T-Rex. So like my arms are actually shorter and like my torso's longer and my legs are shorter. So like that's so I can't reach like at most like a lot of things.
I didn't know that your arms were short. If you
Yeah.
something that some people don't know about me, and I don't know how to represent this on camera well, but one of my arms
It's
is
longer than you.
longer than the other.
So what's your number 4, Clarence?
My number 4 is Beauty and the Beast. The original Beauty and the Beast is literally a perfect
It's good.
movie. Animation is beautiful.
Especially
It
for its
makes
time. Like
Yeah, I love the fact that you don't know how much time they really spend together in the
yeah.
romance, and like they like grow organically. It's not just
Yeah.
Belle. I hate the argument that Belle just has Stockholm syndrome. That's not true at all. Here's our related question for you, Abigail.
Okay.
If you were to be turned into a household appliance or
Mm.
furniture item in the curse, what would you turn into? Maybe we should do this. Maybe we should do this. You tell me what I would turn into, and then I'll tell you what you would turn into.
Oh, what would you turn into?
I don't know. I was having trouble thinking of my own, so that's why we're gonna do it this way.
I don't know. It's kind of weird, but I think you'd be a mirror.
A mirror?
You're always just talking about like telling people, not telling, but like suggesting things and like, like I don't know. I thought you'd be here.
Clarence is always just telling people what to be.
What would
No,
I be?
that's fine, Abigail. Abigail, I was gonna say that you would be like one of those weighted blankets. I feel
Oh my
like
god.
you radiate warmth. That
Oh.
you're. I also think that your sweater kind of looks like a weighted blanket right now. But I feel like that would be very like you would be a comforting presence. I thought I would be like a piano or something, or like
Oh, that would have
something
been see,
something
like,
quirky,
I'm not thinking,
like a
but
spork. I could be a spork.
okay,
No, I'm a mirror. I'm a mirror, Abigail. Number 3 pick, Abigail. Number 3 pick.
I have this one mostly because it's a childhood movie. Pete's Dragon.
Okay, yeah, I'll accept that one. I
Yeah.
mean, it is live action, but
No,
I'll
not the new
accept.
one. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I see the funny thing about Peace Dragon is like I remember there were so many songs, but I would not be able to sing a single song to you.
Yeah. There's this one song, I can't remember it right now, but it's like the one song always stuck in my head and it just like takes me back and that's just like makes me happy.
Oh, I remember
Yeah.
one song. It's a razzle dazzle day. That's all I remember. I remember I remember that one line. It's a razzle dazzle day.
Dazzle day.
It's a brazzle dazzle day.
So since I gave you a partially animated, partially live action one,
Okay.
I'm gonna give myself a partially live action, partly animated one. Mostly because my number 3 originally was gonna be is one that you already mentioned.
Oh, okay.
My number 3 was Inside Out.
Okay.
But I'm gonna change it to Mary Poppins.
Wow.
I love Mary Poppins.
It's partly animated?
Yeah,
Well, okay,
they
yeah,
have
when
the
they go into the other
penguins.
world,
They
yeah.
got the
Yeah. Okay.
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
It's just a classic.
I always love Bert. He's got a new job every day. It's just so charming. I felt like I wanted to be Bert. I just wanted to have a new
Yeah.
job every single day. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim cheree. Such a great
Yes.
song. I love Feed the Birds. Feed the Birds makes me like feel things. It is such a great.
Did it make you
such a
cry
great-
again?
No, the part that makes me cry is the end where the bank's father
Yeah.
has to go back to the bank and his son like returns the tuppence and
Yeah.
he has to walk back to the bank and he knows he's about to be fired from his
Yeah,
job and
right?
he's walking through town and
Yeah.
I literally just got chills thinking about it. But like he's walking through the town and it's just music playing and he
Yeah.
looks at the spot where the bird woman from Feed the
Yeah.
Birds used to be sitting and she's not there anymore. And
Yeah.
like it's just like you have to appreciate these small childish moments in your life because
Yeah.
you never know when they're gonna be gone. So we know that Mary Poppins was very no nonsense about you have to do
Yes.
your chores as a kid.
Yes.
Abigail, which chore as a child did you hate doing the most?
So every once in a while, we'd have to clean the garden, our little patches. Like we don't have a backyard, but we have like little patches of garden. And I'd always have to like clean out the weeds.
This is like tangentially related, but lately in my complex, they've been spreading manure like all
Oh, really?
over. They're like fertilizing the grass, but like
Yeah.
usually when you like walk by the grass and they've like dug little holes and stuff
Yeah.
and stuck like weird manure in there.
Yeah.
I think they just like scattered it all over this time. And it's so bad. Like every time I need to step out to like recycle something or put something in the
Yeah.
organic bin, it is like somebody took a fat dump right in front of my house and it's just like wafting straight into my nostrils. It is terrible out here right now. I can't even open my window in the morning now because it's so bad. Those were both our number threes. Yes. All right. Abigail,
Yeah.
what is your number two? The silver
Number
spot.
2, Monsters Inc. series.
Ooh. I was not expecting that. Do explain.
Okay, there's a story. I remember as a child, like it was almost Halloween, and my dad works like night shifts. So like he was doing something. I think he was in, might have been in a cab, but he came. We were at the bus stop. Like I think we're going home because we didn't have like 2 cars for us at that time, and he came out of the car and he had this big Sully costume,
Oh.
and I was just like the happiest ever. And I just like, and then like I think we gave it to the Coopers fireplace, and like I felt like so sad that they did that, but it was like one of my favorite things. Like I wore it like for like at least 5 Halloweens. Like the simulator was really scary, like in the back, like the pretend child. That was like, okay, that was really
Let me
scary.
do my this is my impression of the pretend child. That's a really great
number
pick. That's a
2.
really great pick. I wasn't expecting
Yeah.
that one. I didn't even think about Monsters Inc.
Yeah. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is one that's very, very special to me. And I feel like this is special for just any Asian Disney fan, is my girl Mulan. Mulan is
Forgot.
my
Yeah.
spiritual Disney hero. Like,
I like as a child reflection, like I'd have that on repeat like 24/7.
oh
Like,
yeah.
like I don't know what it was, but it just hit home.
And let's just say, best song of any Disney movie is "I'll Make a Man Out of You" from Mulan. Like,
That's
there's
yeah.
no other song that's better than that one. I love the story. I love how it's
Yeah.
about, family and sacrifice, and also, a positive, empowering story for women. Like people,
Yeah.
people are always saying like, "Oh, Rapunzel is the first princess to like fight
No,
and stuff,"
okay.
and I'm like,
Yeah. It's not.
Mulan saved
Yeah.
China. If you had to go on a quest with an animal companion instead of Mushu, the dragon,
Yes.
what
Jedi.
animal sidekick that could talk would you want to guide you along your journey?
A tiger.
A tiger.
Yeah.
So not your dog that you were talking about at the beginning.
No. He's a scaredy cat.
I was gonna say like a rhino. I feel like
okay.
I feel like I would get
Not
along great.
expecting that.
I could ride the rhino. He's ferocious, but also a gentle beast if he needs to be.
Yeah.
We're gonna say our number 1 picks now. I'm gonna give you a drum roll. In fact, I'm gonna get the Disney hat back for this one. All right. Drum roll. Abigail, what is your number 1?
The Incredibles.
Oh!
Number 2 was just so funny, and I think it was so good for coming out. It was like 14 years later. Like, I thought it was just like amazing how they just picked up and left where they left off. I just love Jack.
Yeah,
with
Jack
his
Jack's
like
cute.
20 plus growing abilities.
That's a good number 1. I really do love the first Incredible. All right, my number 1. I think, Abigail, you might know it. This is the first movie I ever saw. Like, I know for a fact that this was the first movie I've ever seen. It's maybe one of the movies that I've seen most in my life, and I have memorized it like front to back. Like, I can recite this whole movie from beginning to end.
Please don't
perfectly.
do the B movie.
It is the B. It's the B movie. No, it's The Lion King. The Lion King,
really
the original Lion King.
Yeah.
The original Lion King. Lion King is just so special to me.
Yeah.
I love the songs. I love the animation. It has like the most emotional moment of all time. such great lessons in that, you know,
Yeah.
Rafiki telling him, like, you can either run from your past or you can learn from your past.
Yeah.
So good. Final battle on Pride Rock, where they're just slow motion, as a kid, when there's slow motion fighting,
Yeah.
that's so epic, dude. Here's my Lion King question for you.
Okay.
Now, in the Hakuna Matata scene,
Yes.
Timon and Pumbaa are eating the bugs, right? And Timon is all about the crunchy ones, and Pumbaa is all about the slimy yet satisfying ones.
Hearing it is just like.
Are you?
PBT.
would you rather eat crunchy or slimy bugs?
Neither.
You gotta pick one. This is your only food for survival.
Crunchy.
Crunchy?
Yeah. I could not deal with slimy.
I feel like I would have to do slimy.
Oh, to get it down?
Yeah, or like, well, like, you know, like gummy worms are like more close to slimy than they are crunchy, and I feel like with crunchy, you get them like
I
stuck
don't
in your
know. All I
teeth
can
and
think of
stuff.
is like at our sushi restaurant, like where we go, is like there's like the crunchy roll and it's got all the crunchy stuff. That's all I can think of. Like it'll be more similar to that than, but I don't know. I'd rather not.
You're making me
I'll
picturing like a crunchy Cali roll with just like bug legs
No.
all over it, just like crickets.
It's like the crunchy onions.
Mhm. Except it's
Like that.
cockroaches and spider legs. It's just
I'd rather
tarantula.
starve.
It's like the spider roll, but actually spider. So those were our top 5 Disney movies plus some extras. If you are watching, leave a comment below. List off your favorite Disney movies. You don't have to follow the same rules that we did. We just had to slip this list down.
Apparently.
There's like a bajillion Disney movies out there. Get out there, watch some Disney movies, enjoy them with your family. These movies are meant to be enjoyed with others, and talk about them. Come up with some fun questions to ask afterwards. Do you like crunchy bugs? Do you like slimy bugs? Do you would you want a tiger for your companion or a rhino? You know?
Was definitely not expecting that.
Yeah.
A rhino.
Are you a duvet, a spork, a lamp, a mirror? What household appliance would you be? Let us know. Again, stay safe, stay healthy, and thank you for watching.
Bye.
All right.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious.
Also, Tangled, it's like the best quarantine Disney movie. You know that scene in Tangled where she like her foot touches the grass for the first time? If you were to like step on grass for the first time in 18 years, I feel like that would just be sensory overload. Like she would just be sitting in the grass being like, ah!